So I'd like to give you a personal update in terms of my own writing journey. I've had a short story accepted at Whitewall Review, which is a journal, a creative writing journal associated with Ryerson University here in Toronto. Um, so I don't want to spend too much time on my actual short story itself. At a later date, when I know when it's going to be published, I'll let you guys know if you're interested and you can check it out. Hi guys, so I just wanted to quickly jump in and say I shot this video that you guys are seeing several weeks ago. And since then my story has been published, and I just want to quickly let you know a little bit about it. And then if you guys are interested, please just look in the description and you guys can read it. So my short story is essentially a fable. It's about a little bird slowly figuring out that she's not as free as she thinks she is. So that's all there is to it. It's only about 5,500 words. You can read it in one sitting. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. And if you do, please share in the comments below what you guys thought. And that's all. But for now, I want to talk about the process of actually getting the story accepted, because that's a large part, or in large part, the point of this channel, is to try to demystify the process of being a writer, getting published, seeking out agents, etc., etc. So in terms of getting a short story published, it's actually, of all the things that you can get published, it's by far the easiest, maybe alongside poems. All you have to do is search out a literary journal and send out a cover letter to them along with your short story. So in my case, about a few months ago, I'd say late November, I became aware of Whitewall Review. My mother goes to Ryerson University, and so she told me about it. And so I checked it out, and what I liked is that its word count was a bit larger for short stories than a lot of places. The short story that I got, that I submitted, was over 5,000 words, for example. And a lot of places might have cutoffs at maybe 3,000 or 4,000 words. So I thought, okay, great. Do you have a short story that fits these parameters? And I actually dusted off a short story that I'd written maybe 6, maybe 7 years ago, that I'd sent out to several places. It had been rejected, and I just kind of put it on the shelf, so to speak. And so I opened up that story again, I read over it, and then I edited it. And what I found was that it was pretty good, and it just needed a tiny bit of polishing. There's just a few bits of me being a bit maybe indulgent with my language, including a bit too many descriptors, that sort of thing. And I didn't really even change the word count length, just maybe replace certain words, remove just a couple words here and there, and just tidied it up, and then I sent it out. In terms of sending it out, it was done through Submittable, which is a online submissions portal. It's easy, you just create an account, and then a lot of places for, in terms of agents, publishers, literary magazines, they all work through Submittable because it's convenient for them. So you just fill out information that's given and submit through there. In terms of what people or literary magazines expect for a short story, typically it's just a cover letter and then your short story itself. The cover letter is very simple. It'll be maybe a paragraph, 2 at most. Essentially, you just want to get across what the name of your story is, what genre it occupies, the word count, maybe a sentence at max, at most maybe 2 sentences describing your short story. And then of course you might want to let them know if you've submitted to other literary magazines. And that's just because you might be accepted at another place, and then if you are, then you want to let them know all the other places you submitted at that you've been accepted, so that they can stop considering your work. Or if they're interested, they might send you an acceptance and say, we're going to accept your work, and then you can kind of pick your place. So it's just a kind of a courtesy thing to let them know. So again, just basic details about your story. Let them know that you submitted elsewhere if you have, and tell them that if you are submitted elsewhere, you'll let them know. Again, just a courtesy note. That's it. You can write that out in 10 minutes, really quick, send it out. And that's essentially what I did in late November. Then I've received an acceptance now in late Jan. So it just took a few months, and hopefully it'll be published in the coming months. So it's just that easy. And if you're writing a short story, don't let that process be daunting, because it's actually the easiest thing. Focus on the story, get it done, and this process, once you figure out like what you have to get across, it's literally you're just spending 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever. Let's say you spend a couple hours. You don't even have to spend that long, but if you do, then it's good to go to any place, right? You just replace the place you're submitting to, replace their name in the letter, or in the cover letter. That's it. So it's really that simple. That's how I got it done. This is the second story that I've had published, so it seems to be a formula that's working. It's a fairly universal thing, and I hope that's helpful. So thanks again. I hope you'll like and subscribe. Leave any comments below if you have any further questions. I'll be happy to answer them, and I'll see you next time. Take care.